The night she chose the party over me was the night something in me went quiet. Not angry, not dramatic. Just done. It was our anniversary. 4 years together. I'd made reservations at the restaurant where we had our first date. I even took the afternoon off work to set things up. Flowers delivered to the apartment, candles ready, her favorite wine chilling in the fridge for when we got back. At 6:15 p.m., she texted, "Hey babe, quick thing. The girls are doing this huge rooftop party tonight. It's kind of a big deal. Can we celebrate tomorrow?" I stared at the message. "Our reservation is at 8, I replied. I know, I'm sorry. But this is important. Networking. Influencers. You know how it is." I didn't know how it was. I just knew that 4 years of us had been downgraded to, can we reschedule? "Is this really more important than tonight?" I asked. 3 dots appeared. Disappeared. Appeared again. "Don't make this dramatic. It's just one dinner." That sentence did it. It wasn't about the dinner. It was about priority, about respect, about whether I mattered when something shinier came along. "Okay," I typed. That was it. No argument, no begging, no guilt-tripping. Just, okay. She sent a heart emoji. Then another text. "You're the best. I'll make it up to you." I didn't reply. At 8 p.m., instead of sitting across from her at a candlelit table, I sat alone in our apartment. At 8:30, I blew out the candles. At 9 Mao, I packed a bag. By 10 Mao, I was gone. I didn't block her. I didn't post anything dramatic. I just disappeared. I turned off location sharing, muted notifications, took a week off work and stayed at my brother's place across town. The first night, she didn't notice. At 11:47 p.m., she sent a blurry selfie from the rooftop. "Miss you. You'd love this vibe." I didn't respond. At 1:12 a.m., "Are you asleep already?" Silence. The next morning I got 6 missed calls, then 12, then a flood of texts. "Where are you? Why aren't you answering? Are you seriously mad?" By noon, the tone changed. "Babe, this isn't funny. I came home and you're not here. What's going on?" I watched the messages stack up without opening them. For 4 years I had always been available, always answered, always explained, always forgiven. This time, I chose quiet. Day 2, she started panicking. "I'm worried. Please just tell me you're okay. I didn't mean to hurt you." Day 3, anger. "So you're just ghosting me now? That's mature." Day 4, desperation. I left the party early. I told everyone I wasn't feeling well. "I chose you. Isn't that what you wanted?" "No. I didn't want to be chosen after the party. I wanted to be chosen before it." That's the difference she never understood. A week later, I went back to the apartment. Not to move back in, to collect the rest of my things. She was sitting on the couch when I walked in. Red eyes. No makeup. Phone clutched in her hand like it had personally betrayed her. When she saw me, she ran to the door. "Where have you been?" she demanded, then immediately softened. "I thought something happened." "Something did," I said calmly. Her lips trembled. "You can't just vanish like that. You chose a party over me. It was one night. It was our night." Silence. She stepped closer. "I said I'd make it up to you." "That's the problem," I replied. "You think everything is something you can reschedule, apologize for, replace." Tears spilled over. "I didn't cheat on you. I didn't betray you. I just went to a party." "You didn't cheat," I agreed. "You just showed me where I rank." That hit her. "You're being extreme." "No," I said. "I'm being honest." I walked past her into the bedroom and started packing the rest of my clothes. She followed me. "You're breaking up with me over this?" I zipped my bag slowly. "I'm leaving because I don't want to beg for priority." Her voice cracked. You're my priority. On days without better options? She didn't answer, because we both knew, if a bigger event came up next year, she'd do it again. Why didn't you just fight with me? She asked quietly. Why didn't you yell? Because yelling means you're trying to be heard. Ghosting means you've already been. I was tired, I said, of competing with rooftop parties, of being flexible while she was spontaneous, of always understanding while never being understood. When I walked toward the door, she grabbed my arm. Please don't do this. I already did. For the first time since I met her, she looked small. I'll change, she whispered. Maybe, I said, but not for me. I left. 2 weeks passed, then 3. She showed up at my brother's place one evening, knocked like she was being chased. When I opened the door, she looked nothing like the girl from the rooftop selfies. No glam, no confidence, just regret. I made a mistake, she said. I didn't invite her in. I didn't think you'd actually leave, she admitted. There it was. She thought I'd sulk, argue, then forgive, like always. I loved you, she said, voice shaking. I loved you too. Then why are you doing this? Because love without respect turns into habit, and I refuse to be someone's comfortable option. You didn't lose me at the party, I told her. You lost me when you thought I'd still be here no matter what. Tears streamed down her face. I'm choosing you now. I shook my head. I'm choosing me. She stood there for a long time after that, waiting for me to change my mind. I didn't. Eventually, she turned and walked away. Here's the part no one talks about. Ghosting isn't always about punishment. Sometimes it's about clarity. When you remove yourself, you see who chases you because they miss you, and who chases you because they lost control. She didn't miss me that night on the rooftop. She missed the certainty, the safety, the guarantee. Now she's begging at my door. But I already closed it. Not out of anger, out of self-respect. And that's a party I'm never skipping again.